Also just wanted to do a video completely dedicated to how to do the color scale. I think previously it's been embedded in other videos of how to create maps. So here's my map I've got here. I've got a magnetic grid in the middle, and I want to put the color bar on the right hand side. So I go Map Tools, Symbols, Color Legend Bar. Here I've got to find the grid that is currently displayed. So mine is this magnetic one at the bottom. Choose your title. You could call it mag and then in brackets the unit. I'm just going to put in the units. You can choose it to be vertical or horizontal. If you click on this More button, several different options. First thing I'd always do is change the decimals to 0. And this is all about the size of the text, the size of the box itself. For now I'm just going to click on Locate, and I'm going to click on the map where I want it. So it plots it. So it hasn't plotted it, it's actually just given us the exact X and Y location. Click OK. And now it's plotted it over here. Sorry, I forgot that I actually wanted a vertical one. So if I needed to go back, the best thing to do is go over here, find your color bar where it's plotted. I think mine, it usually should be at the top. I think I already actually had mine, that's why it's stuck in the middle here. And then put your mouse on top of the color bar, which has dashed lines around it. Right click, go color bar. I'm going to click on vertical now and click OK, so you can see it plots it over there. So the main reason why you've got so many numbers, it's because of the intervals that you've chosen in your color bar. And how you can change that is if you go to the top, you click on your grid, right click, go color tool, and you can see here your data. Most of the data is lying in the central region here, but you're still using blues to plot data there's minimal data for, and pink, you've also got minimal data here. This is your color mapping equation, possibly, I'm not sure what the right word is. And it's often best to change this to linear, because often here you get an overemphasis on these red areas, which is often not much data for, and it's quite a small area. So linear is best. How you figure out what you should put in value-wise for your scale, if I move my mouse up and down on this colored area and I go to the blue, you can see in the bottom here it says -280. I go up to the pink and it says 312. So just remember those values, because I probably won't. Click on the linear icon here, and you can see the values it's got is much greater, because it's plotting, it's associating colors with values far out. And so let's change it. I think it was -280, and I can't. Okay, I can see at the bottom here, so it was, I'm just going to say 320. And the big thing here is to choose your color interval. If you choose it too big, so say for example I wrote 100, let's see what happens, and I click OK. Because at my interval is 100, I'm only associating a few colors with my data, and so it looks terrible. If you want to go back, just click this back button. Let's do it again. So it was 280 to 320. And if you do something small like 5, let's see, it gives you an error because it doesn't fit exactly, but Geosoft, just click OK and Geosoft will sort it out. And you can see now you've got a linear color bar over the color function, over the area where there's the most data. And so it hasn't changed too much in our areas, but you'll find in some areas it really brings out some of the features and dulls some of the other features that really weren't that important. You could go back if you wanted. You would have to push the back button though. And let's do it again and go 280 and 320, and let's make this smaller. You could even make it 1. Click OK. And yeah, so click OK, and you can see here you've still got a very long color bar because you've got such small spacings. I'm just trying to think. Another thing you could do is go back. Possibly if we made it shorter, then you'll get rid of all of these numbers, because that's just overkill. I always get confused between bar height, width and height. I'm sure there's a logical thing. So if I put 4, okay, you can see it made it thinner. We want to make it shorter. So we should go here and change it to 2. And so you can see as by making it smaller, you've got less numbers, so it doesn't look so bad. You can also just drag it outwards. That changes your font size as well. Maybe this NT is too close, so I double clicked on it. I click again just to highlight this NT, and I can drag it down just to give it some more space. So those are just some ways that you can play around with your color bar.